Ladies and gentlemen, nobody on earth has ever succeeded without support. All of us here, we are products of support. In one way or another, someone supported you to be where you are. Either through prayer, through school fees, or through finding a job for you, or any other means. At least someone alikushika mkono to your destiny. We are here to build a community. The greatest community is where our people build one another. A candle will never lose light by lighting another candle. In fact, if the two are lit in the same house, the room becomes brighter than it was with one candle. So what am I saying? In a society, when you support one individual, you become two, the community continues to become powerful than when you were one. There is a young lady who is crying to us. She is down on her knees, humbly requesting us to help her graduate. She did her exams in 2017 from Kisii University. Those are 7 years down the line. She has never received a certificate. You know how bitter this is when you know you went to class, you finished your studies, but you've never seen the fruits of your labor. It is so sad and traumatizing. The lady is under intense depression, and she's asked us to humbly support her to graduate. You can forgo your supper. If you spend 1,000, you cut to 500 and put aside 500 for her. Please, I'm requesting you fans tusaidia huyu msichana graduate. She needs 150,000. That is what we are collecting. And she told me, Kaka, my hopes, I bank on your funds. So nawauliza kwa unyenyekevu, on behalf of her, your 1,000, your 2,000, your 5,000, or even your 100,000 will push her a long way, na yeye akuja kusaidia mwingine. And that is how we build a society. Tusikuwe kama Ruto. Najua Ruto kazi yake ni siasa. Hataki kujua mama mboga na bodaboda aliwaacha wapi. Let us not also go towards that trajectory. Let us be different. Tupige siasa, tukisaidia community. I hope in your busy expenditure, you will find something small for this young lady. God bless you. Back to politics. There is a saying that goes, what an old man sees while seated, a young man can never see even while standing on top of a tall tree. And I believe in listening to my seniors. I really embrace my seniors. I always sit, listen. Whatever they tell me, I wait. If it's worthy of changing, I change my ways. When Uhuru Kenyatta was leaving power, Uhuru Kenyatta had worked with William Ruto for years. And he knew William Ruto very well. He knew William Ruto's businesses. He knew William Ruto's family. He knew William Ruto's deals. In short, if there is a man in this country who knew Ruto, it is none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. They worked together. Uhuru told us, because I'm an elder in this country, I do not want to be judged by the coming generations. I want to tell you the truth. You make your choice. I give you options. You decide. Ladies and gentlemen, Uhuru traveled to Mount Kenya several times and spoke in Kikuyu. Those videos, there are so many, I couldn't play all of them. Zico, I think you've seen them. They are now trending on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Uhuru was very categorical. I am your father, and at no point I will mislead you, my people. If you are to make a choice, don't go for William Ruto. He is a man I know. He is a man I've studied. And I know if you make a mistake of being sold to him, he will one day turn against you. And he told the people of the mountain, Mutani kumbuka. What a prophetic message. The message is being manifested at this particular time when William Ruto has decided to cut off Gachagua from his government. I remember one of the Sundays, Mama Ngina Kenyatta went to church and told the congregants live on camera and said, follow what my son is telling you. He was telling the people of the mountain. I know my son very well. At no point he will mislead you. Watu mukasema hasura taware. Whatever that is happening today, the people of Mlima really miss Uhuru Kenyatta. He was a true gentleman. Even when he had an opportunity to finish William Ruto, he never did so. He left for William Ruto to die for himself. He never had an ill intentions behind him like the ones we are seeing on Gachagua. Uhuru Kenyatta was a statesman. Uhuru Kenyatta was a true father of this nation. Kuna watu wanajiosha mikono. Even Pilate. When Jesus was taken before the Sanhedrin, and the people, and the wife to Pilate came and told his husband, I see no sins. I dreamt at night. And I see no sin in this man. So the king washed his hands and said, I release him to you, to the people, and see what to do. That is exactly what Uhuru Kenyatta did. Towards the 2022 general election, Uhuru Kenyatta washed his hand and told the people of Kenya, I release William Ruto for you. It is you, the people, to decide. I have told you my part. I have raised my case. It is upon you, the people, to make a choice. If you elect him as your president, there's no problem. But I want to tell you one thing. A day is coming when you will gnash your feet. At that time, and Uhuru said it very categorical. At that time, I will be reading from the newspapers. I will be perusing the headlines on the newspapers. And in fact, that is exactly what Uhuru Kenyatta is doing. Uhuru wakes up in the morning, when hustlers are crying, he takes his newspaper after taking tea. He goes through the newspaper and laughs at himself and says, I warned these individuals, but they could listen to me. Let them suffer. He takes down his newspaper and takes a sip of his tea. Na ile kitu yake mnaelewa. So, God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Uhuru was a true prophet, but we never listened to him. So in the next video, asanteni sana.